Incoming. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our angel readings. Let me grab our cards for today. And then off we go. Okay. Oh, great spirit, Father, sky, Mother, earth, the winds, the waters, my father, my mother, Atanaha, all that is. We thank you for our lives and we thank you for these good people. We thank you for all that we are and all that we are to become. We dedicate our time spent together and our relationships with one another to you. We ask that our suffering be ended and our pain be lifted to the love and to the peace that lay beyond. Aho, amen, namaste. Hi, Jackie. Okay, let's do this. It's been one of those weekends, hasn't it? So let's see what's coming up for us today. See what's coming up. Oh, okay, jumping card. Our first card is look through the situation. So what has been coming up for so many people over the weekend, and I've had quite a few DMs, private messages, stuff from students, is this resentment and this inability to see through the situation, this energy of I don't know what to do, right? So let's just take a minute to clear the indecision, to take our power back, take our energy back. Just releasing all this learned helplessness to Archangel Michael. You're safe. Whoa, there we go. Okay. And then this energy of like invalidating ourselves. So many of us are looking for validation from somewhere outside of us because we don't know how to validate ourselves. So I'm going to tell you a secret, right? And it's like one of those in front of your face things that you can't see. But when you don't understand just how special you are and how amazing you are for having made it through all the different things you've already made it through, the challenges in your childhood, the challenges in your adolescence, the challenges in your relationship, the challenges in life, the courage that it takes, the stamina, the decision to choose love every time. When you don't understand how hard that is and how many people make a different choice than you, they choose cruelty, or they choose to give up, or they choose fear, or they choose something other than love, right? When you don't get how hard the choice that you make every day is, which is to keep loving yourself, loving humanity, loving other people, right? No matter what happens, then you don't give yourself any validation, because if it's easy, then why do you need encouragement or support or nurturing, right? It's not easy. What you are doing every day, what comes easily to you, is something that is very, very difficult for humanity. And that's part of why you incarnated here. Okay. So it's that energy of really understanding that you are special. Everything you've gone through had a meaning and a purpose, and you can do hard things. Because then when you face new situations, you're like, well, I didn't know how I was going to become a healer, and I did. Well, I didn't know how I was going to get out of my toxic family, and I did. I didn't know how I was going to make out of that toxic relationship, and I did. I didn't think I was going to heal from that illness, and I did. Right? So whenever your fear mind tries the same trick, which is you're not able to do it, you can't do it, right? You get to that space where you thought, well, every single time I tell myself I can't do it, I'm wrong. Whereas if you can't see the places where you've succeeded, then you're going to be like, I can't do it. And you're going to get frozen as if you're still stuck in a childhood or a past life trauma. Okay. So it's really important to validate yourself, to know how strong you are, to see the things that you've overcome. And then that gives you the strength and the capacity and the skill set to break the learned helplessness. Okay. When you're facing those really tough situations. Okay. Hi, Skylar. Thank you for your beautiful work. I have a question for the angels. 3 months ago, I romantically connected with a man. This is really harmonious with me. I would like to know if he could be my divine partner, and if not, what he came to teach me. At the moment, we are separated, but there is so much love. Thank you again, Gaia. Okay, so there's this person is definitely a divine life partner. Like when I'm asking, I can see Archangel Shamuel literally holding a heart with a crown on top, and the whole heart is glowing. So that tells me there's a very strong, like it's like the crown is like the crown chakra, and it's literally sitting on top of the heart. And you see it in some of the old ancient spiritual paintings. So literally means your divine life purpose and your heart are one. This is definitely a divine life partner. Your divine life partner is still going to teach you things, just so you know that the whole point of a soulmate relationship is to help you remove any blocks to who you really are, which is one with source. So even if you're with the right person, there will still be lessons and learnings. Okay. At this point we're separated, but there's so much love. Yeah, so this is where you're working on releasing the imperfection and healing the provider wound, so that you can actually let yourself be taken care of. One of my favorite songs, like worship songs, is I Am No Victim. And one of the lyrics in that song is that God is provision and enough wisdom, right, to see you through your hardest days. So it's understanding that God is provision. He is providing, and allowing your soulmate to provide love, to provide nurturing, to provide for you spiritually, mentally, emotionally, financially, just like you provide for them, is an act of love. So do you even know what that feels like? Have you ever had that experience? That's what you're looking to heal. Because otherwise, it's, if you think that relationships are perfect, you're living with another human being. They're going to have their quirks, they're going to have their character flaws. So it's very different energy living with somebody than living by yourself. But it's also very different energy making someone feel like they matter, right? And that's can be quite hard when you're focused on your mission, your divine life purpose, to remember that other people exist and that they really need, validation and nurturing, and for you to see them as well, for you to, like that avatar, I see you energy is so important to the survival of relationships. Okay, Esme Raids is saying, "Hi Sky, my partner and I are thinking of making changes to our place of living and moving somewhere else to nature. Can the angels guide me, please, on what would be a suitable place to move to? Thank you very much." Okay, angels. Okay, so there's immediately I'm seeing Portugal. They're showing me Colorado. They're showing me Barcelona. So you definitely need somewhere warm. And there's something about the energy of the desert that's coming up here, like like red burnt ground is what I'm seeing. Um, but you need warm. So you're being guided to move somewhere with a lot of sun, and it's to do with your health as well. I'm not sure if you struggle with depression, but that is coming up. Yep. Release and relax. So there's an energy of trust. Just tuning into, I can feel a lot of anxiety around that big, beautiful heart of yours. So can we just release that, all that I have to do it all by myself energy? Just take some deep breaths. Okay, let's have a look. I'm going to send you the moving angels as well to help you make that transition. Brenda's saying, "Please ask the angels if this new job I'm starting today is the right thing for me to do. Thank you." Let's check in. Oh, flipping card. Divine timing. Okay, so this new job that you're starting today is divine timing. Like, this is a really important thing, and this is one of the reasons why I make time to listen to my angels daily, and it's not easy, right? I have a very intelligent but very um challenging 2-year-old, because we've just moved and he's adapting to the changes, and I have to be very present, particularly at night, right? So what I tend to do is, the moment he falls asleep, is I tune with my angels and I ask them what's going on. Even if something is your divine timing, which my son 100% is, right? There are still challenges. And one of the ways that we sabotage ourselves is that we don't fully show up. We don't fill the space we're in. And then when it doesn't work out, we're wondering why. And it's because we came into it from a place of fear. So can we just vacuum this energy around this new job being wrong? out of you. So anyone that's taken on a new job or a new challenge, let's just release the energy that it's wrong, you made the wrong choice. And let's show you the only wrong choice is fear, right? When you show up somewhere, your job as a miracle worker is to give and receive love. No matter what else is involved in your job, this is the ultimate job. This is what you're supposed to do. Your job is to give and receive love. Doesn't matter whether you're working as a receptionist or the CEO or the healer or the teacher or the coach or the bin person. Your job is to give love. The job stays the same. Okay. Hi, Sky. I would love a message from the angels today. Thank you. Okay, there we go. See what the angels have to say. Think about it. So this energy, we're back to this energy of doubt. And you can see that this woman's head is down. She's not really sure about what to do next. So whenever I see this card, it's because the person asking the question isn't being fully honest with themselves about what they need and what they want. It's because you're feeling guilty about wanting what you want or thinking, if I keep my standards this high, will I end up with nothing? So we have to clear that up. Let's just take a moment, get Archangel Michael to come in and just give you a proper energetic vacuum to just clear it up. Okay, so keep it better. Tracy's saying, blessings to you, Skylar. Can you tell me if I'm on the right path for what's the next best step for me? Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. Ooh, nature. Okay, so basically the angels are telling you to get outside. Now, if you look at the context in this card, there's an angel holding a lightning bolt. So it's this really powerful energy of using the storm, standing at the center of the storm and commanding the storm. And we all know that we can change the weather, that we can control the weather. And it's no different than being able to change the energy of the environment or the space you're in. So you're clearly in some kind of an energetic storm, and the angels are telling you to take hold of the power, right? Take hold of the light. I've never thought of this before, but this is the beauty of channeling angels. Lightning bolt, light in, right? It's insane. The light within, right? And use it as a bolt to change the energy around you. So grab hold of the light within and use it as an energy to change the energy around, change the energy around you. Don't be afraid of being like the eye of the storm and settling the storm that way. Much the same way that Jesus calmed the waves or ended the storm, it's the same energy. You have to stand at the center of the storm and make the waves calm, make the emotions calm. It's like when you say, I don't have time to meditate, and then your spiritual teacher goes, well, that means you have to meditate 2 hours, not one. Right? So it's that energy of having really deep discipline. If the more stressful or difficult your life is, the more peace, meditation, healing are required, right? To get to the root of the issue. So we're just going to send in Archangel Michael to give you the strength to take hold of the lightning and the storm, to take control, to take power, and to change the environment, to change the weather. Okay. Hi, I want to ask guidance for my fear of social connections. How should I resolve it so I can be a better healer and go for my clients? Okay. So relax and release. This card comes up when it's telling you that you've got anxiety going on, right? Whenever I see this card, I know that somebody has control issues. So you're working on a trust wound. It's a fear of not being able to trust life and of not being able to trust other people. They're actually showing me this has to do with you being bullied. Okay. So I don't know if you're bullied at school or if you're bullied at work, but that's become, like as Marissa Peer would say, familiar to your unconscious mind. And that's what you expect from people. So you need to work on the trust wound, and it happened when you were bullied that you no longer trust people. And there's this energy of I just want to be left alone, and it's not safe to connect with others. Okay. KQD is saying, "Hi Sky, can I get an angel reading for my divine life purpose?" Thank you. I'll have a look. Okay. Whoa. Share your wisdom. All right, share your wisdom. So the problem here is that you don't think your knowledge is valuable. And the angels are saying your knowledge is part of your claircognizance. It is a spiritual gift, that your joy of learning, your joy of studying, your joy of mastering your gifts is you do have something to teach, you do have something to offer. It is valuable, you do have worth. So that's the wound that you're healing is a worth wound. You think you're worthless. There's a real energy of being terrified of asking for more. This was one of my core wounds that I really had to get through. So it's changing your worth. Okay, Jackie Kemp is saying, "Hi, could I have a card for my Pippi and check his kidneys are okay? I think they are good, but his arthritis isn't." So, Jackie, my love, you know animals absorbs things from us. So he's protecting you from your arthritis. He's protecting you from self-criticism. So let's just vacuum him from that. And kidneys are resentment, right? So let's just pull that all out of his little kidneys. Okay, and the card for Jackie is time to create. So there's definitely a course inside you. I'm not sure if it's about healing children with animals, if it's about healing animals, if it's about giving card readings, but it's about really making space for your creativity. And they're showing me that you struggle with project management skills. So it's important to really maybe connect with, there's an app called Motion that will help you organize your time or your project. But I would start with brain dumping everything that needs to be done before your course is complete or your oracle cards are complete, etc. And then go from there. Okay. Dear Sky, I'd like to ask about my husband's potential career. He'll retire from his military career in 1.5 years. What should he be looking at? Do you have any advice for him? I have his consent for scanning. Thank you. My love, there's two things. The first card that came up for him was health, right? So they're saying, please, please, please. He's under a lot of stress. Can he please pay more attention to his health? He has to make sure he's eating. He has to make sure he's moving. He has to take better care of himself. So that's the first card that's coming up. I'm also hearing like stress. Like it's not necessarily exercising more, but he needs to meditate. He needs to do something like ice baths or something that really calms him or clears his head or gets him grounded or centered. He's not switching off. His nervous system is not switching off, and that's a very dangerous place to be. And then the other thing that I saw immediately is teaching. He's going to be a teacher. I'm not sure if he's going to teach in the military or if he's going to end up teaching in another organization, but he's going to be a teacher. That is like almost like a divine timing. It's like set in stone. So he's going to be teaching. He's very good at mentoring, teaching. And they're actually showing me teenagers, and they're also showing me young men. So I'm seeing like, from 16 to 27, he's going to be working with men, mentoring men. And the job is almost going to be a very natural transition. I think he's going to get offered it before he even leaves. So, but he's going to teach. He's a very good teacher. It's already in work behind the scenes. Somebody's already noticed his gift. And he's being scouted, they're showing me. So other people are already seeing. It's actually really beautiful, because obviously he belongs to a big community, but there are people looking out for him. And there's already opportunities coming his way. People have noticed he has a gift for teaching. Hi Sky, I sleep a lot lately, around 12 hours. Can I please have guidance from my angels on this? Thank you. Okay, let's have a look. divine purpose. So this tells me that your angels are, and you can see the angels sleeping, right? It's quite uncanny how good the cards are. Um, they're really saying that they're trying to talk to you in your sleep. I'm not like, let me just do a quick scan and see what's going on. Okay, so they're showing me that you had a heartbreak that made you shut down your heart because you are like, you don't want to feel the pain. You think the pain would kill you, and you also don't want to fall in love again. And your heart is just tightly shut. So there's there's something to do with protecting other people as well. And this energy of always choosing the wrong person. So it's like you want it shut off, but they can't talk to you because your heart is closed. So we're just going to bring in Archangel Shamuel to do a heart healing and help you open up your heart again. Okay, let's look at the next one. Okay, I'm learning yoga at the moment. Can you see if it's the path for me? Thank you. It's part of your path. Okay, so here's the deal. You're a healer, and the angels are clearly showing me that you're a healer. But how you decide to heal, whether it's through yoga or Pilates or theta healing, or the angels will work through you, whatever path you choose, right? So a lot of people are like stuck in paralysis with their divine life purpose because they think there's only one way to be successful or to fulfill your divine life purpose. There isn't one way. Your divine power will shine through whatever you pour love into. I would have made just as good a yoga teacher as I would have made an EFT teacher, as I would have made a theta healing teacher, as long as I had poured love into those paths. Okay. So let's just take a moment to clear your belief that you're making a mistake or that there's one right path. And let's show you the only one right path is love. Right. And from there, everything else comes. Okay, let me have another look. Lorraine saying, hi, Sky. I have so much love for you. Thank you. You're welcome, beautiful. Oh. Okay. Okay. Barbara saying, hi, Sky. I have offered my therapy to support the Salvation Army. Whoop, whoop. Is this right for me? Yes. Oh my God, yes. Will my nose be okay from running? Waiting on operation this year to remove nasal polyps. Yes. So look, nasal and particularly dripping nose or running nose is around uncried tears. So you want to look at any times in your life where you were told not to cry, right? And polyps are around resentment. So nose is also very connected to intuition. And the reason is, you can smell a rat, right? So and one of the things I teach in medical intuitive is that you can actually smell a disease. Okay. So it's that energy. It's that energy around it. So let's just call in Archangel Raphael through an instant healing on your sinuses and on your polyps, and then we go from there. Okay. Hi, Sky. I really need the angels today. Feeling insecure about my path. Thank you so much, Anita. Okay. Whoop! And you have a jumping card. Love yourself. Okay. So you're working on self love. There's three pillars that I find come up the most when you're working on your divine life purpose. One is self love. One is the worthiness stuff, and then the other one is the trust. So if you don't love yourself, right, you will pull in people that don't treat you properly, that don't nurture your gifts, that might even attack you for having gifts. And you will do the same thing to others. You can't give more love to others than you have for yourself. So, if you're withholding love from yourself, you will, this is the shitty part of it, pardon my language, but you won't be consciously aware of it, right? So one of we have our first practice group for Medical Intuitive next weekend, and I'm working on our emotions document and on all the different wounds. But long story short, right? Most emotions are unconscious. They are created by your unconscious mind and managed by your unconscious mind. Okay? So most of your wounds being unconscious, your emotions being unconscious means that you are not aware of a lot of the ways that you hurt other people. This is the nature of shadow work. So if you don't love yourself, you are really going to struggle with finding relationships, with clients, with people loving your work, because everything else is an extension of the love for yourself and then the love of God. So when it comes to worth, it's about knowing that you have something to give to humanity, and you have something beautiful from God. You have a gift, right? So if you don't believe you have a gift, and most of us have that taken out of us in primary school, people start telling you you're not special, right? But you are special. That's the truth. The lie is that you're not special. The truth is that you are special. Talent still requires a work ethic, right? It still requires integrity, but you are special. You were made that way. God does not make copies, right? So when you're working on worth, you need to if you don't work on worth, you'll be stuck always charging less than you can live on. The resentment will come in a huge amount. You'll start pulling in people who do sessions and then don't want to pay you, all because deep down you don't believe that you are actually special, or you have something important to contribute to humanity, right? And the trust, this is where I think most women freeze around decisions. If you read, there's a really good book by Rachel Rogers called We Should All Be Millionaires, and she talks about self-trust being a huge part in women building their businesses, but also in us earning more. Because there are, like, being a CEO for me was a huge growth curve, because I'm a very good healer, but mastering leadership skills, marketing skills, community skills, organization, I can work my way around someone's unconscious mind with ease. But when it comes to working my way around the collective consciousness, which is what all these words stand for, right? Leadership means dealing with the collective consciousness. Organization means you're managing more than your schedule. It's everybody's. All of these things required massive growth for me to learn to navigate the collective unconscious the way that I was navigating the mind of one-to-one clients, right? So when you're stuck without trusting yourself, you'll freeze because you won't know how to make a decision. Somebody will ask you, do I do this or do I do this? And your brain will go into analysis paralysis, and you'll think of all the different things that could happen, instead of going into your heart, connecting with Creator and going, what do I do? Here's the answer. Going into your heart, connecting, what do I do? Going, I need to speak to the lawyer. I need to speak to the accountant. What is the answer? So when you don't work on trusting yourself, you'll always be looking to somebody else to give you the answer, another book, another coach, another scenario. And even when they give you the answer, you won't trust them. You won't be sure it's going to work. You won't do the work. You won't do the homework. You'll become passive aggressive, because if you don't trust yourself, you can't trust other people. Just like if you don't love yourself, you can't love other people. If you don't have any worth, then you can't give worthiness to other people, right? Let's say you're a healer and you're helping somebody manifest a bestseller book, right? If you don't believe that they deserve it, that's going to block the manifestation. So you cannot believe that somebody else is worthy of their good if you don't believe you're worthy of yours. So it's time, right? Now, that shift does not have to have manifested already. If you've done the work, it can be in the process of manifesting, but you have to be in the process of doing the work. The only way you can create for other people things you haven't created for yourself is by using God's energy, because God can create anything. But even then, it will limit you. Okay, so let's just do a quick energy clearing around this energy of I'm unsure about my path. And let's show you that this is not about your path. This is trauma. You don't have a divine life purpose, spiritual path problem. You have a trauma problem that needs to be resolved. You don't trust you. Okay. Dear Sky, can you please give me some guidance about oh, that's not the right one. Yeah, dear Sky, can you please give me some guidance about my health problems? Thank you, Gabriella. Okay, I'm immediately getting pulled towards the Gabriel deck, so Archangel Michael's staying here. Let's see what Gabriel has to say. Okay. Oh, abundance. Oh, so this one's very personal for me because with my health issues, I did all the health healing courses, and it was only when I worked on wealth consciousness that my health issues improved, because all of my health issues came from financial trauma. And that's what I'm seeing when I'm working around, when I'm seeing you, is that you're trying to work on your health, but the issue is constant financial pressure, feeling like you can't earn money, feeling like money comes from something outside of you. And it's probably from years of like educational indoctrination where you've been taught that all of your money, oh look, the trust card, right? Self-trust. So whenever we're whenever we're working on not being able to trust other people, we're looking at where our teachers didn't trust us, our parents didn't trust us, or we were taught not to trust ourselves. So it can come from being told that you were responsible. I remember having, my gifts as an artist, my gifts as a singer, my gifts as a healer pretty much silenced and shouted out of me. So because it wasn't normal and people thought I would never be able to make a living with those things. Those are my biggest providers, but I had to really work hard on those traumas, and I had to understand that the lie was that those gifts wouldn't provide for me. Right? It's a lie. Your divine gifts are designed to provide because it's God's nature to provide. God is provision. Your divine gifts can not just provide for you, but provide for many other people. Okay, they're abundant. Like there's every gift. If you just used one of your divine gifts, it's more than enough to provide everything you need. But you have to use it, and you have to show up and use it consistently. Okay. Okay. Let's bring in Archangel Raphael, command and instant healing, but I'm also going to bring in Archangel Shamuel to help you heal the abundance wounds and the trust issues. Hi, Sky. Need a scan for my left hip, a knee, and a tooth on the same side. Thank you so much. Okay. So what came up for you when I did a scan is body care. So let's just do a healing on the neglect wound. I'm going to call in Archangel Raphael and ask him to help you with your self-neglect wound, because you're neglecting your body. Okay, it's good. Okay. Hi, Sky. Could you please help me with my relationship with my soulmate? There's a lot of pressure, tension, isolation. Not sure how I can behave. Thank you. Okay, so you got the new beginnings card. And this card always comes up when you're either about to get married, which is not what's going on for you, or that you need to raise your standards for the relationship of your dreams. I'm going to tell you to practice the old lady in a chair test. Okay. So I learned there's a really good book called Tribe of Mentors. And one of the entrepreneurs in there says that Anthony Robbins actually uses this as well. But when he's about to make a big decision and he doesn't know what to do, he goes, this is like quantum jumping, right? He goes to speak to his elderly self and he sits in his rocking chair and he talks to the older version of himself and asks them, what they would do differently, how they would do it differently. Okay. So you want to sit in that rocking chair and ask that older version of you what they would do. And what I'm really picking up from your angels is that if you want, and like they're showing me you're very romantic, if you want to be taken care of, if you want to be provided for, if you want to have the kind of life you imagine in your heart, you're going to have to raise the standards for the men that you're allowing into your life. It can't just be whoever wants in. You're going to have a hard no as well as a hard yes, if that makes any kind of sense. What do I mean by that? I mean that you need to have a line that says nobody's allowed to speak to you in an abusive way. You need to have a line that says, you want to be with a man that's in the providing stage, not in the building stage of his life or of his empire, so that he'll actually have time for you and your family. It means that you need to start looking at men that you think, wow, that guy over there, he's attractive. I would do anything, to be with that guy. Men you actually respect, men you actually admire, not like, okay, he'll do, or he's quite nice, or he's interested in me. Like men that inspire you to be a better woman. That kind of energy, men that excite you, right? So let's raise your standards. It's not about your behavior, it's about his. I'm going to bring in Archangel Shamuel and get him to energetically vacuum the relationship. I'm also going to bring in Archangel Michael and get him to cut the cords for you and your soulmate. So if anybody else is in a toxic relationship and the other person's playing games, we need to cut this off. It'll just give Archangel Raguel and Archangel Michael permission to cut the cords so that you can move forward. You cannot do what you came here to do on the earth, trying to convince people to love you. It's not your job. You are lovable, just as you are. Okay. I just saying, hi, Sky. So glad to see you. This is the part of my day I love the most. Thank you. You're welcome, beautiful. Barbara Young is saying, I'm doing another parasite cleanse enema today. I've got distilled water. However, you put fulvic minerals in the water. Is it okay to put in the enema bucket? Barbara, I'm going to avoid this question like the plague because constitutes like medical advice and I've got no idea what bucket you're using, no idea if you sterilized everything, no idea what the deal is. I suggest you follow the instructions on whatever detox that you are using, okay? But this is not the place for me to give advice on enemas because everything needs to be sterile. Everybody's body and medical history is different, but good on you for doing your parasite cleanse. Kate Hodge is saying, hi, Sky, would love a reading today. Okay, let's do it, Kate. Oh, share your knowledge. So you're holding back. It's like an energy of there being too much going on. Are you waiting? I'm not sure if you're waiting, for things to get easier, but they're saying share your knowledge now, start teaching now, do what you need to do now. There's something about you being really afraid of going out on your own. And they're saying, do it now, share your knowledge now. Yeah, trust. There's a real energy of, today there's been a theme. You saw that the card came up both in the Gabriel deck and in the Archangel Michael deck. We've got two separate trust cards saying to work on our trust issues. Okay. So whenever you're struggling to make a decision, it's because you don't trust yourself. And whenever you're struggling with your divine life purpose, especially when things get hard, it's because you don't trust God. right? So it's looking at those areas where your relationship with God was damaged. And this happens. I remember one of my caregivers when I was a kid saying to me, how can you believe in a God that would let little children starve to death? How can you believe in a God that would let floods happen or terrible things happen to humanity? How can you believe in a God that will let these awful things happen? And this person was saying this to me when I was like a 4 or 5 year old child, right? I didn't have the ability to stand my ground, and to say to them, this is not God, this is humans. You're blaming gods for humanity's mistakes. But it really made me question my relationship with God and my trust in God. It made me feel like I loved a being that wasn't didn't have integrity, which is completely not true. Humans lack integrity, God doesn't, right? So it's that energy of undoing those traumas where people taught you not to believe in God or not to connect with God. Okay, it's a big deal. Okay. Oh, it's 144, angel numbers for angel readings. Hi, Sky. I have a strange tiredness. I wake up every day tired. I do Pilates 3 times per week. I had anemia and I took supplements, and now the levels of iron is fine. I don't know what's causing this lack of energy and vitality. So, from a nutritionist perspective, whenever someone's low on energy, you want to look at iron, B vitamins, iodine, right? That's where you begin, and then you can look at things like magnesium malate. You can look at things like MSM. But there's a whole host of things that you look at in a nutritional assessment far beyond iron to see why someone's tired. You also want to look at, because they're showing there's a lot of stress in your life as well. So can we just do an energetic vacuum, cut all your cords to all the stressful situations, all the places where your energy is running? Let's release it now. Okay. Tracy's saying you bring such wisdom and a new perspective. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome, beautiful. Thank you so much. Okay. Hello, Skylar. Can you please look at why my son is car sick? Also gets poorly a lot, especially tonsils and sick bug. Any suggestions? Thank you very much. So your angels, like Archangel Raphael, appeared immediately in front of me and was like, diet, diet, diet. He's not getting proper nutrition. Okay, so I would probably recommend doing, a heavy metal detox with him, and making sure like you have not just like, have proper multivitamins inside the house, have like liquid multivitamins that he takes twice a day. Make sure that he's getting plenty of soups, plenty of smoothies, plenty of, one of the ways that I sneak greens into my son's food, he's pretty good because I'm pretty good. But when he's unwell or things like that, is I will get almond milk, a banana, some honey, and then I'll add a teaspoon of the 5 green superfoods. I will give him his vitamins in the morning and in the evening. I will what's it called? Cut out fruit and leave them out as snacks. I will what's it called? Chop up the vegetables, even sometimes put them in the food blender and cook them at the same time as I cook the pasta with the stock cube, so that it's almost like inside the pasta, and then I add the sauce. So he's still getting 5 or 6 vegetables. I do a meal prep on Sunday to make this a bit easier with the insane amounts of work that I'm doing, right? So you need to or get, if you can't, you need to get somebody who can help you because he's not eating properly. So we're just going to get Archangel Raphael, and we're going to pull a lot of light into his body and ask Archangel Raphael to boost his immune system and to heal whatever is unprotected. Okay. Hi, Sky. This is Ian. My son keeps wetting the bed at 27 years old. He has schizophrenia, and I think it's his meds that are causing him to wet the bed. Yeah, my love, that's what I'm scanning. That's what I'm seeing. How can I help him, please? Thank you. Heavy metal detox. Okay, heavy metal detox, they're showing me is it would really help a lot, both with the symptoms and adding things like bentonite clay or zeolite clay, because these meds are heavy, so it's really putting so much stress on his kidneys and his liver that we need to take some of the pressure off, and they will give his body an extra path for detoxing. That's not just the liver, not just the liver and the kidneys. They're also showing me he needs some kind of like taking him to a good hypnotist, like a really, really good hypnotist would help a lot. Somebody who does, RTT, or someone who does medical intuition, that he needs a very good hypnotist, because this is, he's very, you've got a very psychic son. And this is like, there's definitely a core trauma here that would really help him to address. Um, yeah, so heavy metal detox, and he needs to be able to work on his trauma with somebody that knows how to navigate the unconscious mind, because this is no longer within the conscious mind. Esme saying thank you so much. You're welcome. Brenda saying thank you. You're welcome. The Facebook user saying thank you. You're welcome. Sorry, if unless you say your name, I can't see you, but this is the only way I can be with all of you at once, and I need to be with all of you. So off we go. Hi Sky, I would like to move country I would like to move to the country where I come from, but my husband doesn't really want to. What do the angels say about this move? Thank you. Okay, let's check. Hmm. Okay, we have a. Okay, so you got the body care card, and this is about you not having enough support and not being able to take care of yourself. The issue is that your partner isn't supporting you enough. This is a huge issue. Women talk to me about it all the time, and I've experienced it, in my own relationship. Your partner isn't supporting you enough. There's a lot of like hidden work, and this is why you want to move home, is because you need extra support, etc. But you can't, you're not having no time to take care of yourself. So um it's a good move for you, but it's a conversation in the sense of the angels are saying that if you actually sit down and say with him and say to him, look, you working, or contributing financially, going out and working 40 hours a week is not the same as me working, 160 hours a week. If you're not giving me any time off, and they work, but they get holidays. Unless somebody actually gives you support, working women do the help contribute financially, but then they also do everything when they get home, and it's a recipe for burnout. So let's just release any blocks that you have to being supported by your partner, any beliefs that that's not masculine, or that that's not correct, or that it's unfair. Okay, I'm gonna do one more, guys. Hi, Skylar. Would it be possible to do a scan on my entity attachments? Would also love to have some clear guidance for the best path to choose. Okay, we're just going to get Archangel Michael to come in and just hoover all any entities, lower vibrational energies around you. Anybody else that wants that, just say yes. Let Archangel Michael come in and just kick everybody out, repair the auras, repair the chakras. Just breathe for me. Concentrate, please. The reason this is becoming an issue is because so many of you are disembodied. You're not in your bodies at all. You're like floating above your heads. Please ground for me. There we go. Again, get back inside your bodies. There we go. Okay. So literally throat chakras coming through so strong that I'm struggling to talk. What your angels are saying when I'm clearing these energies or these entities is that you're absent from your body so much that, and the belief that you're using is life is too hard to be grounded all the time. I don't really want to be here on the planet. But then what that's meaning is that you're ungrounded. You're not dealing with the human parts of life. You're not taking proper responsibility for yourself. And then things are like um piling up and piling up and piling up. And then when you come back into your body and you have to deal with life, you're overwhelmed and then you leave your body again. So you have to really take responsibility, slow down, and acknowledge that the mess that you've made by being out of your body for so many years is going to take time to fix. It's not going to be like I come and be in my body for 1 week and everything's okay. You're going to have to come be in your body, and then in 6 months you will have sorted out the mess that's been made by you neglecting your own life and your absence. Okay, but you cannot be up floating in the clouds, just meditating and not following your divine guidance and not protecting yourself and not doing what needs to be done. It's really, really dangerous stuff. So I'm not sure what's going on, but why I have an angel book in here is beyond me. Um, okay, so let's properly ground you and release your fear that's about to trust, right? That you can't trust yourself to do what needs to be done. I have time to put on the big boy or the big girl pants and actually solve some problems. There we go. Okay, Gary, I'm saying I need help regarding my health. I have generally digestion issues. I'm not able to digest food easily. I'm suffering with diarrhea. How can I help myself? So they're showing me you've got allergies, darling. Immediately they're showing me that you've got allergies. So um you need to, like, they're showing me cut out dairy, cut out wheat, so like white sugar, white flour, any processed white food. The easiest way to help yourself with gut issues from a diet point of view is switch to a whole foods plant-based diet. Start taking probiotics and prebiotics, and then do the work on emotional abuse in childhood, because the gut is all about not being able to follow your own gut, not being able to hear God, not being able to follow your gut instinct. Okay, let's do our closing prayer. I will see you guys back here tomorrow for more angel readings. O great spirit, Father Sky, Mother Earth, the winds, the waters, my Father, my Mother, Atanaha, all that is. We thank you for our lives, and we thank you for these good, good people. We thank you for all that we are and all that we are to become. We dedicate our time spent together and our relationships with one another to you. We ask that our suffering be ended and our pain be lifted to the love and to the peace that lay beyond. Aho, Amen, Namaste.